Last Sunday, the world celebrated Mother's Day. And so we dedicate this week to give honor to mothers. And we'd like to give due recognition to grandmothers who find themselves having to perform the role of being mothers again. I know of a lady who, at the age of 60, had to be a mother again. Of course, she did not get pregnant in her senior years. She had to take on the role of a mother again when her daughter decided to work abroad and left her little baby, who was born out of wedlock, to the care of the Lola. It must have been difficult for this lady. You see, she was widowed a bit prematurely. Her husband died just a few months after the Apo was born. The loss of the family breadwinner prompted her daughter to seek employment abroad and had to leave behind her daughter to the care of the Lola. This elderly lady had not even completely mourned for her husband's death, and immediately she had to take on the role of a surrogate mother to her Apo. But the Lola rose to the challenge. The Lola took care of her Apo single-handedly from the time that the little girl was a toddler until she grew up to be a fine young lady. The Lola was there for her Apo's potty training. She slept beside her Apo as a little child. She nursed her back to health every time the little girl would be sick. She brought her to school every day, helped her in her assignments. She was present in all parents and teacher conferences. She was there to applaud for her Apo during school performances. She was there to see her Apo receive medals at the end of every school year. As far as her Apo was concerned, she was a mama and not only a Lola. She had to go through all the challenges of raising a child again that, at her age, was a little more exhausting, a little more physically challenging, and a little more emotionally draining. She did that nonetheless. Her love for her Apo enabled her to overcome all difficulties. This Lola is not alone. There are so many Lolas in our country who have to sacrifice a lot so that their Apos could be cared for in the absence of mothers who have to work abroad. There are so many young children all over the country who grow up under the care of their Lolas. And somehow, by the grace of God, many of these children thrive in spite of their circumstances. This is because of the love and care that Lolas give to their Apos. As Apostle Paul said, there are so many things you can do out of love. In his letter to the Corinthians, Paul said, "Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things." I salute all the Lolas in the world who have to sacrifice to care for their Apos in the absence of mothers who have to work abroad. I commend them for the unconditional love that they shower on their Apos. And as we learn the beautiful lesson that love can help us bear all things, even as Lolas bear the role as surrogate mothers to their Apos, may we always remember, faith matters too.